If I'm easy work, I heard him say I'm easy work. If I was easy work, well, you would take all that money that he's offering you. But yet and still, he want 200 million for Benavidez, and he want 150 million to fight me. So that just lets me know right there that I'm a threat to him.
Maybe someone's reacted to that news. I don't know, or maybe it just fell through. No. But it sounds to me that the move to fight Jake Paul has just maybe derailed the other fight. But I don't blame Canelo Alvarez, because financially, the bigger fight is Canelo-Jake Paul. Yeah. Because in that fight, you've got two big stars. Yeah. In the other fight, you've got two great fighters and one big star.
Terence Crawford has lashed out at Canelo Alvarez after reports surfaced that their highly anticipated fight has been cancelled. Initially, negotiations between the two boxing superstars appeared promising, with Ring Magazine reporting that a deal had been reached for a blockbuster showdown in Nevada this fall. However, the same outlet now claims the agreement has fallen apart due to ongoing disputes between both camps. Ring Magazine confirmed the news on social media, tweeting, "The planned Canelo Alvarez versus Terence Crawford fight is now off, the Ring has learned." In a surprising twist, YouTuber-turned-boxer Jake Paul has found himself at the center of the controversy, facing intense backlash over the fight's sudden collapse. Social media erupted, with Pete Games tweeting, "It's official. Saul, Canelo Alvarez ducked the #1 pound-for-pound fighter, Terence Bud Crawford. Canelo is now the undisputed biggest coward in boxing history, the biggest duck of all time." Many fans suspect that Canelo's rumored tune-up fight against the social media star played a key role in derailing his bout with Crawford. Meanwhile, Turki Al-Sheikh, the financial powerhouse behind securing the fight, has been vocal in his criticism of Jake Paul's involvement in boxing. As the architect of high-profile Riyadh season matchups, Al-Sheikh has repeatedly condemned the influence of YouTubers in the sport, arguing that their presence undermines boxing's integrity.
And Terence Crawford, who should be a big star, but the reality is isn't. He's just an unbelievable fighter. So listen, everything can change overnight, as you saw.
Yeah.
So don't rule out Canelo Crawford. But as I'm hearing, Canelo-Jake Paul is done, and okay. I get it. Yeah, I'll watch it.
Mad old game. Eddie, always a pleasure, mate. Really appreciate the time.
Listen, buck up your ideas.
The highly anticipated super middleweight clash between Canelo Alvarez and Terence Crawford has officially fallen apart, leaving boxing fans frustrated and disappointed. Some believe Canelo's willingness to entertain a potential fight with Jake Paul played a crucial role in derailing negotiations. Meanwhile, many fans were hoping for Canelo to challenge IBF title holder William Skull in a bid to reclaim his undisputed super middleweight status. That matchup would have set the stage for a historic showdown between two future Hall of Famers battling for all 4 belts. Far removed from the spectacle of a man whose last major win came against a 58-year-old Mike Tyson. Social media has been buzzing with speculation, with Canelo Lesnar tweeting, "Although it's still unclear why Canelo versus Crawford was cancelled, many insiders believe a simple reply may have triggered the dispute." After Crawford's strong words for Teofimo Lopez, Canelo reportedly required Teo to be Bud's next opponent before he would fight him. This demand, if true, would have added an unexpected twist to the negotiations. Despite growing rumors about a potential Canelo versus Jake Paul fight, no concrete evidence suggests any negotiations took place. World Boxing News had steered clear of the speculation, but the landscape shifted when the Canelo-Crawford fight was moved from T-Mobile Arena to Allegiant Stadium, home of the Las Vegas Raiders. While boxing has evolved in today's digital era, where even casual discussions can spark real-world consequences, the idea of a 4-division champion like Canelo, who currently holds the WBO, WBA, and WBC titles, stepping into the ring with Paul remains highly unlikely. Many question what Canelo stands to gain from such a matchup, and whether a fight like this would even draw a crowd in Las Vegas. a city that prides itself on showcasing boxing at its highest level. The sudden collapse of Canelo versus Crawford has sparked widespread backlash from the boxing community. Many fans expressed their frustration, criticizing the sport for prematurely announcing fights before contracts are signed. One fan wrote, "Asterisk boxing is a joke sometimes, always hyping up fights with no paperwork signed." Asterisk. This sentiment echoes a growing concern among boxing enthusiasts who are tired of false promises and fights that never materialize. Another fan lamented the emotional roller coaster of the situation, saying, "Asterisk, they got us all hyped up just to break our hearts in pieces." Asterisk. For many, the cancellation was particularly disappointing because undisputed champions from different weight classes rarely meet in the ring. Terence Crawford, fresh off dominant victories that cemented his status as the pound-for-pound best, was seen by many as a legitimate threat to Canelo. However, speculation continues that contractual complications may have played a role in derailing the fight. One fan suggested, asterisk, rumor has it Canelo saw the fine print, and the contract stated that the winner had to fight Benavidez. Asterisk, David Benavidez, the undefeated super middleweight contender known for his relentless pressure and aggressive style, is widely regarded as one of the biggest threats to Canelo. A mandatory fight with Benavidez could have posed significant risks for either fighter, making negotiations even more complicated. However, not everyone viewed the cancellation as bad news. Some fans believe it was a blessing in disguise for Crawford, with one stating, asterisk, Crawford dodged a bullet with that Canelo fight cancellation. Jude count cut to 168, and taking that cash grab would have just tarnished his legacy. Let's keep it real. Asterisk. While Crawford is an exceptional talent, moving up to 168 pounds to face a seasoned super middleweight like Canelo would have been a monumental challenge. Many believe the risk far outweighed the reward and that staying in his natural weight class could better preserve his legacy. This isn't the outcome boxing fans were hoping for, especially after months of anticipation. For a brief moment, it seemed like the historic clash between these two pound-for-pound greats was within reach. Reports suggested that negotiations were making real progress. But now, who recently won a title eliminator against David Morrell, shared his preference for fighting Dimitri Bivol next. Bivol, who famously defeated Canelo 2 years ago, would gain even more credibility if he secures another major victory, potentially setting up an even bigger showdown in the division. For now, boxing fans are left wondering what's next for Canelo Crawford and the rest of the super middleweight division.
Confident are you, David, that you will fight the winner of Better Be a Bivol?
Yeah, I'm pretty confident. To be honest, the only thing that I'm thinking about is that if Bivol wins this fight, like what they would have to do a rubber match. You know what I mean? And like I'm just like thinking, who am I to say that they can't fight another fight because they've fought two great fights. So that's basically the only thing I'm thinking of right now. But I would, if that's something like that would happen, I think I wouldn't fight until they get that done with, and then I would move into that fight after they have a trilogy. So that's really the only thing I'm thinking right now.
But that would be a long break for you. Like, let's say conceivably they fight again October. Who knows?
Terence Crawford stands on the cusp of making history as a three-division undisputed champion. If Canelo Alvarez is out of the equation, Crawford could pursue a series of unification bouts. However, that path would likely lead him to a showdown with Sebastian Fundora, with whom he has already engaged in an online war of words. Critics have been vocal, with many believing Crawford's superior technical skills would make him a dominant force in the ring. This has fueled speculation that Alvarez may have hesitated to accept the fight, fearing a third career defeat. While some fans admire Crawford's tactical brilliance, others remain enthralled by Alvarez's exceptional boxing, particularly his precise body shots and strong defensive abilities. The idea of a first career loss is daunting for any fighter, especially when a worthy challenger is waiting in the neighboring division. Many question the logic of forcing a champion to move up 2 weight classes just to make the fight happen. For now, spectators will have to wait and see how the situation unfolds. Meanwhile, David Benavidez is preparing for his next move. If he emerges as the undisputed light heavyweight champion, Canelo Alvarez may find it increasingly difficult to avoid a long-anticipated showdown.
We'll see. We'll see. I'm gonna rest and talk with my team. And like I say, everybody asking for everything. But and I always did. I always fight with everybody. You asking, so. But right now I'm in the position I can ask him to. So I'm in the position I can ask him to, and I can do whatever I want, and we'll see what happens next.
Terence Crawford had spent nearly a year pushing for a showdown with Canelo Alvarez, with both fighters recently meeting Saudi boxing head Turki Al-Sheikh in London, an ardent supporter of the highly anticipated clash. Sources indicated that negotiations were nearly finalized, with an official announcement expected to take place during UFC 306 in September. Crawford and Al-Sheikh even took to Instagram Live, where Crawford seized the moment to issue a direct challenge to Canelo following his victory over Edgar Berlanga. *Yo Turkey, tell them we're going for Canelo next, Crawford declared. Al-Sheikh enthusiastically responded, yes, let's go. Canelo, come on, we are ready. Crawford then doubled down, adding, you heard it from him. Just put me in the game. Canelo versus Crawford, the biggest fight in boxing. But we stay ready though. We stay ready so we don't have to get ready. Despite the excitement surrounding the potential mega fight, speculation continues to swirl about an entirely different matchup, one that seems almost unfathomable. The idea of Canelo Alvarez, the reigning unified super middleweight champion, stepping into the ring with Jake Paul, a former YouTuber with no legitimate boxing credentials, is undeniably bizarre. Yet, the mere possibility of the fight has taken on a life of its own, flooding social media with rumors and stirring debate about whether such a spectacle could actually materialize. Clip Rumi.
Not official, but it may be a done deal. Terence Crawford, Canelo Alvarez. Early thoughts? What do you think?
Yeah, look, the first thought is, can he handle the weight jump? Can he handle the weight jump? He being Crawford against Medvedev, people are going to say, "Oh, he had some hiccups." Who don't have hiccups? When you eat something that's a little difficult to eat, and Medvedev was a little difficult to eat. He's not easy to digest. He's a good fighter. When you eat something that's a little tough to digest, you get hiccups, right? So come on, he's human. So he had a few hiccups. He won the fight. He's Terence Crawford. A lot of people say, "Oh, Teddy, you make him so good. You're always saying how great Crawford is." But who's he beating? He unified the what was his first division? Lightweight.